Hello, my loves and my beauty lounge lovelies. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited to be here tonight because we're going to do something a little different, and I am beyond excited. So I noticed that in the comments and everything like that, we didn't get a whole lot of little things here and there. That's okay because, again, we're going to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So what we're doing tonight, we are doing a makeup roulette. So I'm having some of the choices on a color wheel, and we're going to go through how many fun things on that. So, of course, we're going to start off with our usual and all the things. So I already have all of my moisturizers on and all that fun stuff. So you always want to start off also with an amazing makeup primer. This is our beautiful foundation primer. It does have an SPF of 15. And it feels like rose petals. It's so good. Put in the comments, oh my goodness, how much you like it, how much you love it, all the things, because I want to know. I want to know what you use, my friends, my friends, my friends. So I usually put this on with the amazing blending brush because it just feels good. And I feel like you get a good thing here. Also, while we have people jumping on, tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're tuning in from and what you're excited to see. And also, too, like what your vote is on the different color looks. Hey, Ashley, girl. So good to see you on. Miss you. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now that we've got that ready, now we're going to go over to our fun color wheel. And it's going to choose the eyes for us. So let me pull this up on screen so we can see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. Here are the different ones. So, of course, we got smoky eye, we've got cat eye, we've got sultry, subtle, soft, and sparkle. So let's see what it's going to choose. Oh, okay then. So we're going to go for a soft look today. All right. No problem there. And I think too, a lot of people, they love that soft look because sometimes it's a little too much, you know? All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with actually a liquid eyeshadow. And of course, everything just rolls everywhere. Gotta love that, huh? So tell me, I want to know, where do you usually do your makeup? Or is it usually in the bathroom? Is it in your vanity? Is it standing up? Is it sitting down? I want to know. I want to know. All right. So I'm going to start off with this amazing color. This is Sand Dune. I know this is a discontinued color, but my friends, what's great about our Mary Kay business is that we can and we do have some inventory. So if you're asking about this color, ask your consultant, hey, do you have that color? Because again, I want to know what you like. So again, I'm going to do this on the bottom part of my lid. And I'm going to take the ring finger and blend up. And then make this other eye nice and even. And again, blend up. All the blend. Blend. All right, so we're starting to get that nice brightness. And then we're going to do some beautiful things. All right, so we're going to start off with Biscotti. So again, it's this color right here. And I'm going to take my all over eyeshadow brush, which is nice and fluffy. And we're going to go right on top of that sand dune. So again, it's giving you that nice soft look. Hope y'all are having an amazing day so far. I know here in Texas, it actually gave us a little reprieve from the crazy heat, which was so nice. You know, the storms have been beautiful and huge, and honestly, I think this is the wettest summer we've ever had, or that I can remember anyway. All right, so we've got the biscotti and the sand dune on, and now we're going to do the midtone. I can get my brush out of here. Gotta love it, gotta love it. The brushes are hiding from me. Here we go. This is our amazing eye blending brush. I love it because it's nice and fluffy and easy to move. So I'm going to do hazelnut, which is right here, as our midtone. And so we're just going to kind of basically bump it in the brush. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to start on the outside. So remember, wherever you lay your brush when it's loaded up with powder, color, whichever, wherever you lay your brush, that's going to be the darkest. So we're going to lay it on the outside and we're going to go in, and you can kind of see that nice little line. So what I'm going to do now is just really blend it. So as you can see, I'm doing little circles and blending it through that area. So again, this will give that nice soft look. Also, too, those of you who love recreating eye looks, this is really good for like the 1950s look, but very, again, that's subtle, not the cat eye or anything like that. So just very, very subtle. And like it said in the thing, we're going very soft. So this is the darkest color we're going to use tonight. So we want to make sure that our eyes are looking really beautiful. There we go. All right then. So now I'm going to take my smudging brush, which of course is the one little stubby one. And then again, I'm going to take that hazelnut and just bump it right in. And then I'm going to go right underneath my lash line. And this will just give a nice soft line. So since we're going for a soft look, we're not going to be doing eyeliner. We're just doing that soft. All right. So we got our eyes done, and y'all know that I love doing my eyes first, and then I go do my other things. And so we're going to do the other things now. So it is, if I can find everything. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. So I have been really loving here lately the combination of CC cream with the nourishing oil. So what that's going to do, it's going to give a nice dewy look, but not overly dewy. So it has that beautiful, nice shine. And what I love is that people pick up on that, which is awesome. So I'm doing the under eye corrector first. So going underneath my eyes, like so, and a little bit on my nose, and a little bit on my chin to make sure I got that all covered. And then just kind of blend that in, blend it in, blend it in. Again, if you're just now joining us, tell us where you're tuning in from and what you would like to see. Because again, I'm still taking people's information so that we can customize this color look for you. Because again, here in the Beauty Lounge, we want you to look beautiful, my friends. We want you to look beautiful. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to do the CC cream with the nourishing oil, which again, I do a couple pumps of the CC cream and just a little dab will do you on the nourishing oil. And then I'm going to take my liquid foundation brush and brush this bad boy on there. So again, you start in the middle of your face and you work your way out. And I know too, oh my goodness, that a lot of you, your kiddos are back in school. Oh my goodness. So tell me in the chat, what are you most excited about your kiddos going back to school? And what are you most excited about also not having the kids around and that you can have a little more free time? Or are you one of those that is on the opposite side of the spectrum and you're like, oh my goodness, I run ragged and it's crazy. So I want to know, put it in the chat. Oh my goodness. So again, like I am just patting it on to make sure that it is all blended. Because of course the name of the game in makeup is, that's right, you guessed it, blend, blend, blend. No matter what you're doing, you blend. Okay, now we're gonna set this with our translucent powder. And how I do that, I get our all over powder brush and I literally bump the brush into the powder. I take the lid and knock off the excess. And then I take this and I'm going to do what's called baking your powder. So what it is that you're literally patting on the powder. What this is going to do, it's going to make it to where your makeup will stay fresh looking longer. And it's less likely for it to run and all the things, which you don't want. Because I know, even though it's kind of let up a little bit, my friends, it's still hot in Texas. It's still hot. So you don't want it to be running anywhere. And you want to look fabulous, darling, fabulous. All right, so we're going on to our next wheel. Oh my goodness, are you ready? So this is going to be for our blush. And oh my goodness, I am super excited about this because it's going to give a little pop of color. So let's see what it's going to be. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, wineberry. Okay. All right then. Wineberry. So wineberry, which is kind of hysterical that it chose wineberry and a soft eye, is because it is one of our darker blushes, but that's okay. We're going to do this with as a pop of color. So I'm going to use my cheek brush and I'm going to go ahead and load up my brush like so, and then go on the apple of my cheeks. So what the apple of your cheeks is when you smile, and the biggest portion of your cheek, that's the apple. And you want to make sure it's nice and beautiful. So I'm doing, of course, just on the apples right now, because I want to make sure I'm getting that color that I want. And then what you want to do, without going back into the palette, you take that brush and you blend. And so what I'm doing what I like to call an upside down Nike swish. So you start here and you go up and you go around. So it's like a little Nike swish. And of course, sped up, it looks like that. So again, you're blending that out, making sure that it is looking fabulous. Because again, you don't want to look like a little triangle unless that's what you're going for. And that's perfectly all right too. But I love a nice blended look. And look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows a little bit. So I'm using our tinted brow gel in brunette. So for all my redheads out there, brunette usually looks good on red. So, but again, it depends on the color red, the tone of red, all the things. But again, get with your consultant and she can do a color test on you to make sure we get in the right color for you, my friends. Yes, yes. Now, as you can see, as I'm doing my brows, I always go up to make that hair actually stay where I want it. Because let's face it, sometimes you get those brows that just look like they're just little spiders trying to walk off your face, which is it's really not okay. It really isn't. Oh my goodness. But you want to make sure your brows are done. So I always like to say, think of your brows as like a frame on a picture. Well, I know my nothing short of fabulous is a picture. And of course, it has that nice, like clean look to it. But if I put a frame around that, oh my goodness, it would level up that so much. And so again, just think of it. It's the frame of your face. So if you don't got the frame, your face is just kind of sitting on a wall like that. And you don't want that. You want to stand out. You want to look gorgeous. So again, the last little spin the wheel is our lips. Oh my goodness. So let's see what our little wheel is going to choose for us. Because I'm very interested. This has been kind of interesting so far. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna choose some berry. That's fine. I like me some berry. Okay, so on lips, you always want to make sure you're doing a lip liner. So with berry, I'm actually going to do a nice soft pink nude for the center. And then of course the berry for my lips. if I can find my berry. Goodness. Actually, you know what? We're gonna change gears a little bit and we're gonna do truffle nude. Just wait. Hold on. This is gonna be a gorgeous berry, like really focusing on the lips. So another little pro tip for makeup. If you're doing a light eye, you can do a dark lip. If you're doing a light lip, you can do a dark eye. Don't do both. It doesn't look okay. Don't do both. But I mean, you can, because you know it's yours, so you can do what you want. But I always do it a balance. All right, so I'm doing the pink nude in the middle of my lips. You can kind of see that going on there. And then I'm going to do the truffle nude on the corners. So it's giving that like ombre look. And it's hard to talk while I'm doing this. So you see there, it's like just a little bit up, a little bit down. And of course you want to blend. Ta-da. And then you do this on this side. Look at that. All right, it's coming together, coming together. Okay, let me see if I actually have a berry up here with me. If not, I'm going to have to go run and grab one. Goodness. Oh, I have one. It's actually one of my amazing clients. Oh my goodness, it's Berry Couture. I love this color. All right, so we're going to do this all over the lips. And as you can see, I'm doing a little bit more on the outside than I am on the inside because it's giving that nice like ombre effect. Ooh la la. Okay then. So I'm going to go ahead and blot here. I'm just going to put a little bit of gloss on top of it because why not? This is our beautiful Fancy Nancy. A little bit of shimmer to it. And what I do with gloss, especially if I'm doing a dramatic lip, I just put it right there in the center because then it gives you that more full pouty look, which is great. All right. So, oh my goodness, there you go. So you can kind of see very sultry, very sultry. So again, the random generator shows a soft eye. So again, we did more of just a very subtle eye. Wine berry as the blush and berry for the lips. So what's great about this is that you can actually utilize this look for going out and not out of town, which I'm super excited about because we're going to be doing a lot of fun looks here very soon. Yes, I know we did the berry. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm clicking so many buttons over here and just things are kind of going a little cray, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tonight and just letting you know that we are super excited because we're going to be coming in here every Wednesday around this time to be able to do even more stuff. So what's great is that next week we are going to go from desk to dinner, or I like to say coffee to cocktails, basically 10-minute transformations. So those of you who have day jobs and everything, and you're like, oh, I need to go, I have a date afterwards, or I have something else after I get off work. And so what's great about this is that I'm going to teach you and walk you through how to go from day job to nighttime. And it's going to be amazing. So not only am I going to go with the course, the makeup, but also what you can do to kind of zhuzh up your outfit to make it a little more like nighttime. And it's going to be so much fun. So again, make sure you're commenting, texting, all the things, because I want to know what you're super excited about. And also too, what it is that you want to see so we can help guide you through that. So I know tonight I'll be putting in the chat or in the feed of the closing sheet because of course we want to make sure that you're getting the best of the best makeup, because again, my friends, we are #1 in the world 3 years in a row. So we're #1 for a reason. So make sure you're contacting your consultant to let her know, oh my goodness, I loved that look. I really want to replicate that. And also, too, just letting you know, we are in the middle of an amazing makeover contest right now. So if you have not gotten together with your consultant and y'all have not done an entry for the makeover contest, go ahead and contact her, because I know that she wants you to win. Because again, there is $5,000. Yes, you heard me that right. $5,000 cash up for grabs, $500 in free products. And then, of course, bragging rights that you won a makeover contest with Mary Kay. So how fun is that? So again, contact your consultant, let her know, because she wants to make sure that you feel and look fabulous. All right, my friends, we'll make it a wonderful week. And I know that I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday on the, oh my goodness, from the desk to the dinner. There we go. Desk to dinner. I always say coffee to cocktail. So there you go. What do you like better? Let me know. All right, my friends, make it a great night. I will see you next week. Much love to you all. And as always, mwah, stay fabulous, my friends. Bye.